Okay, our tots are done. Let's go ahead and season them up.
This job for real. I do too. When you gonna quit? I'm gonna quit the same day you quit. Matter of fact, when you put your 2 weeks in, let me see the paper so I can write on the back, me too. I got you. Man, I hate this job for real. I do too. When you gonna quit? I'm gonna quit the same day you quit. Matter of fact, when you put your 2 weeks in, let me see the paper so I can write on the back, me too. I got you.
What's up, y'all? So today's Thursday is podcast day on my YouTube channel, Nirvana. You guys, most of y'all know what it is. If you want to come see it, it's at 7 p.m. Pacific time. It's called Unlatched. I do it most Thursdays. Co-host is my cousin, the Dynamicist on YouTube. And yeah, you're welcome to come check us out. That's tonight again on my YouTube channel. And right now I'm working, as you can see. Well, I'm watching YouTube, but I am working. I'm working from home. And I am prepping pork chops for dinner tonight. My husband wants pork chops. The game comes on, plus I'm doing my podcast. So I'm gonna fry some pork chops for him and probably some rice or something like that, usually. And so I got 6 chops. I'm gonna make 6 chops 2 different ways because I'm also meal prepping. And I have 4 chicken drumsticks. So you could watch me make that. Right now that my meat is clean. And you already know how I clean my meat. It's soaking in apple cider vinegar and coarse kosher salt. Sometimes I use lemon juice. Sometimes I only use salt and water. But it's always coarse salt. Okay? And so I'm soaking my meat. So my meat is soaking and cleaning for about 20 minutes. And then I'll brine my chicken. I'm going to brine the chicken, which this time I'm only going to brine it in pickle juice. Now, I'll explain it later, but just know I'm brining my chicken. I don't brine my pork chops, but I brine my chicken. So I'm going to brine the chicken, and then I'm just going to season the chops and let the chops marinate in the season until it's time to cook them tonight. And then the chicken, I'm going to brine that for a couple of hours and then season it. But yeah, just stay tuned. That's what we're doing. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm using this dill pickle juice to brine. Just let your chicken sit in it and brine it for as long as you want. I'm going to brine it probably overnight. That's it, but I'm not adding anything else but the pickle juice. And I'm going to fry them up. I'm not going to brine them overnight, but I am going to empty the brine like maybe tonight and then season them up and let them marinate overnight. And then I'm going to fry these tomorrow. It's going to be part of my husband's meal plan. Alright, this is what I'm going to use to season my chops with. Since I'll be making my chops 2 different ways. I'll be baking 3 of them and frying 3 of them. Usually if I'm just going to fry, I would put mustard as the base. But since I'm going to season them all the same way, but cook them 2 different ways, I'm going to use olive oil or any kind of oil for the base. And then I'm going to season them the same. Cover them, put them in the fridge, let them marinate. And then when it's time to cook them, I'll bread and flour the ones I'm going to fry. And then the other 3 I'll be baking those. So I'll show you how to do those. The ones that are baked would be part of the meal plan, and the ones that are fried are for tonight. And the chicken is already in the refrigerator brining for some hours, and I'll season that later tonight, but I'll be frying that tomorrow. Okay, my chops are well seasoned, as you can see. Put these bad boys in the refrigerator. It's 1:40 p.m. I'll probably start frying them around 6 or so. So I'll let them marinate till then. Yeah, I'm going to fry 3 of them, and I'm going to bake 3 of them. And I don't know who's going to get the baked ones, whether it's going to be Josh or my husband. It depends on when Josh is ready for another meal. And I have some low carb rice. I'll show you how I do Joshua's low carb plan. But for now, we just season them up. We'll figure the rest out later. Well, y'all, I don't have to cook tonight. We just ordered some. I told you we like those Papa John wings. So we just ordered a bunch of wings from Papa John's. So I rinsed the brine off my chicken. I seasoned it. And my pork chops are already marinating. So I'll make the pork chops and chicken tomorrow. I'll just meal plan that. I'm going to meal plan that food. And you will not believe that the containers came in that I ordered for my son's meal plan. They were $40. They're nice containers, but I wasn't paying attention. They're glass. Strike one. Number two, they're small. They're like small portions. So I gotta figure that out. I don't know. And we already bought and spent the money. He did. He bought it. But I'm gonna have to find some other containers. I'll just fit the bill because that was my bad. They're so little. I'm gonna try to use them though still. But he's not gonna be happy with it, I don't think. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Okay, bye. We have so much fun on our podcast, y'all. We be all over the place. It's on Thursdays on my YouTube channel, and we love people to contribute. So my YouTube is Nirvana, just like my Snapchat, but just Nirvana. Please make sure you're there on Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific time. All right, y'all done pulled the chops out the refrigerator. They've been marinating overnight. Remember I told you it was 6 chops. 3 of them I'm going to fry and 3 of them I'm going to bake. So I'm going to go ahead and fry 3 of them now because I want to eat 1 for lunch. The other 2 will be for my husband's lunch tonight when he goes to work. This is his Monday. He'll be having mac and cheese on the side. I'm finishing up the mac and cheese that was in the freezer between him and Josh. So he'll have no gravy, just 2 fried chops and the baked mac and cheese for his lunch tonight. So I'm gonna fry those 3 chops now. That means and prep his lunch for the night. I'll be done. And one of the chops I'm gonna eat for lunch. Well, all I'm doing my flour, I just use my all-purpose flour and some cornstarch, and I seasoned it with lemon pepper. That's it. I love lemon pepper and orange pepper. But you can see these chops are well seasoned. Okay, so let's just get them fried up, y'all, and that's it. All right, my fried pork chops are done, y'all. They smell amazing. All right, bye. Okay, now watch me make this sauce because I'm about to do the baked pork chops. So I'm going to use some Velveeta, some cream of mushroom, and some half and half. I'm going to make up a little sauce that I'm going to bake the pork chops in. I'm also going to pour this sauce over my husband's chops that he's taking to work. Almost like a gravy, but it's not going to be, it's not a gravy. Okay, it's just a sauce I'm making up to season and bake my pork chops. So let's do it. All right, so I have my cheese in here. I poured some half and half. I have my soup. This cheese is going to take a minute to break down. I'm not going to season it just yet. I'm going to wait till it's all broken down. But I'm going to have to check this regularly, okay? I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to put it on the simmer because I'm not rushing. And I'm going to let this come together, and then I'll figure out my next step. If it needs anything extra, I'm going to kind of go from there, okay? And that's it. We're doing the sauce for the baked pork chops. All right, y'all. So here's the sauce. It's pretty much broken all the way down. This is what I'm going to pour over my chops. Okay. And I already put my chops in my casserole. My oven's already preheated. So I'm going to put a little seasonings in here. I'm actually going to put a little bit more half and half and then add my seasonings. I'll show you. All right, not too much seasoning, but just, flavor it up just a little bit. And then that's it. I just added some more half and half so I could stretch it a little bit because I want to pour a little bit over my husband's pork chops and his mac and cheese. So, all right, the sauce is ready. The oven's ready. I put the oven the oven on 350. Then I'm gonna cover it with foil, and I'm gonna put the chops in the oven for about 30 minutes on 350, and then I'm gonna check it. Definitely don't want to overcook pork chops, or they're not gonna be tender. All right, so let's go ahead and, real simple, just pour it over your chops. I gotta leave some of this for my husband. He doesn't need a lot. Okay, I'll leave the rest of this for him. So I'm gonna cover this up and put it in the oven for 30 minutes, and I'll be back. All right, now this is my husband's lunch. When he goes to work, he works in a jail, so he can't take a knife. So I always have to cut up his pork chops, okay? And then here's my mac and cheese that I took out the freezer. I put in the oven and warm it up. So this is his lunch. Now we're gonna pour the sauce that I just made on top. It's really for his pork chop, so I'm gonna focus on that. And there you have it, buddy. A delicious lunch for my husband. He doesn't eat vegetables, but if you guys eat vegetables, add a vegetable. All right, y'all, it's been 30 minutes on 350 with the lid on. So I know it's not ready yet, but it sure looks good. Look at that. So I'm gonna flip my chops over. Wow, that looks amazing. And I'll be putting it with probably some quinoa. I gotta know, this healthy shit, I can't pronounce it. It's definitely not ready yet. We want it tender, but I'm gonna keep the fire low. The heat, and cover it back up. Doesn't that look good? We gotta let it cook all the way though. But quinoa, I think it's called, rice, is what I'll be making with his chops. This is my son's low-carb meal, and then we'll find a vegetable to put with it. Okay, let's put this back in the oven another 30 minutes. All right, y'all, so we've had it in there for a full hour. Flipped it once. I know it's ready because it's a pork chop and it's not that thick. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Doesn't that look amazing? You see how much more tender that is? I can put my fork through it. Okay. So I'm just going to cover up and let it sit here on the stove, y'all. But it's ready. And we're going to use all this good juice on top of the rice. And again, this is for Joshua's meal plan. This is enough for 2 or 3 meals, depending on how much he eats. So you can do 1 pork chop per meal. And I'm going to make the quinoa rice. I think it's a rice alternative, so I'm learning too, you guys. So we'll make that together tonight or tomorrow, whenever. But that's what I'm gonna put with this: some quinoa rice and a vegetable. Okay. All right. Goodbye. All right. Here's the quinoa, and basically it's a rice alternative, a healthy rice alternative, but it's seeds. They're seeds. This is what it looks like. But according to the instructions, you cook it just like you do rice for the most part. So I'm gonna use my rice cooker. You can use broth, just like with rice, water or broth, whatever. I'm gonna use water because I have the gravy or the sauce I made. So let's see how this comes out in the rice cooker. Oh Lord, this is what it looks like in my rice cooker. Like a damn mess. Where's the fork? Hold on. I guess this is what it looks like. I don't even like the way it looks. It looks like little bugs or something. Better him than me. Let me feel it. Okay. It's not hard or nothing. I guess it would be like a rice. But they're beans. Or seeds, not beans. Alright, well that's good enough. Alright, we're going to put this with the pork chops. Alright, y'all, so we went with another can of French green beans for Joshua's meal prep. But I wanted to tell you guys what I seasoned it with. This was a really good combination. So I put some butter, just 1 can. I put some butter, salted butter, some garlic salt. I used this Total Seasoning and the Southwest Chipotle salt-free. and it smells amazing. So that's a really good combination. Anyway, one of his meal plans is done. You already saw this. This is just the pork chops and the quinoa, and we have a green vegetable. This should be enough for at least 2 meals for him. Okay, so that's 2 meals down. He won't be here till Sunday, but we got 2 meals prepped. And I'll do some more tomorrow. I'll show you the next meals I'll do tomorrow. All right, bye.